Revelio.
Cool. So I can't go upstairs. Awesome.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Revelio.
This way.
Thanks.
The guide will give you opportunities
Oh,
to
I'm gonna
practice
stream it
your
for an
magic
hour.
and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Nice.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Really? Okay.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Oh. So we're
And
fast
here we are.
traveling.
Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
I can never get enough of the castle.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Revelio.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade.
Really,
Surprise.
Jaden? Must have been.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in
Well,
studies. Didn't
I don't know who the
you
necessary
and
boy is.
Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good.
I
Now,
believe you
as
did,
capable
Dave.
as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an
Take the more funny
exceptional
story
skilled
over
team
the
of
real
witches
one.
and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Revioso Asido. I'm gonna go Revioso.
The map is enchanted to help you find your
I'm
way.
about to.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies,
Thanks.
including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr.
Alright.
Oliver. He's an exceptional
Just started waiting
craftsman
game.
and a good
I'm
friend.
sorry.
I shall reach
Yeah, I'm in
out
the-
when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Revelio.
So great. Gotta do puzzles to open doors. Yay. Oh man. Interesting how that works. Nor will I care for it.
Revelio.
I don't know what crows do. Just gonna find out. Open sesame. Open sesame. Blah, 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 blah. Steal money. Doesn't mean.
Revelio.
You can't.
Let's see. Interesting.
How inconvenient travel was before I invented it.
Someone was practicing for broken bone.
Revelio.
Such a Hufflepuff face. They have to. If they have to. If they have to. If they have to. Don't you agree, Dick? Just agree.
Revelio.
Good stuff, good stuff. What? You lame ass piece of shit. Interesting. Alright, whatever. You win. Excuse me? Shit.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Interesting. You're
Revelio.
so kind. Like you. Oh, petting cat. Yeah, I'm a Hufflepuff, dude. You're rude to me.
Revelio.
Wow. You hear that? You call me a bitch. Yep, you too. Your life is over,
Struck
kid.
by a cursed room, we do hope it's you.
Ah, gargoyle. Begin quest of going to a classroom.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso, motherfucker.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Huh.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Protego! Stupid!
Protego complicates things.
Levioso, this can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Thank all of my students for this again.
Stupefy!
I do enjoy lively duels. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad
better.
for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
You shit on Sebastian.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge.
Yes.
Points to Hufflepuff.
Terrible.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
He got shit on,
Seeing
Jane.
is any indication.
Your boy got
We can
shit on
expect
by me.
great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They
That
are
duel
capable
was so
of
easy.
achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling
Yeah,
dark
why not?
wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins,
He's
is
a
a
swordering
different
bitch.
kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Cool.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio.
Dying
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Oh yeah.
Nice work.
I
Fucking
enjoyed
shit, you
that.
voice up ass.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again,
Well, his last name's even
perhaps
worse.
this wasn't your
Sallow.
first duel.
Oh god. Yeah, basically.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
Yeah, I'm a
Whether it's
Hufflepuff that
joining a
breaks rules,
secret
bitch.
dueling club
Fuck
or
yeah.
sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps
Swallow did
somewhere
it first, bro.
unsanctioned. We'll see if your
Boy,
performance
Swallow
today was
Gibbons.
sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
fuck are you doing, bro? Sure.
Revelio.
Oh, that definitely sounded like twerk. Must be.
Levioso.
Guns too.
Revelio. Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it,
Yeah.
Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. You're makes sense. Of course. It's fucking stupid. Derek, how the fuck do you open this damn door? This fucking stupid code lock bullshit door. It's like puzzles and bullshit. No, it's just you're trying to like there's this question mark and you try to have to equal a number in the middle, I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. 0 to 9. Wait, what? That's bullshit. Wait. That's fucking stupid. Okay. That makes it simpler. Me too. Okay, that makes things better. So that's one fucking. Whoa. Whoa. How the fuck that work? Okay, well, we're just gonna keep trying and repeating, huh? Dang weird. I knew it, totally. Totally knew it.
Revelio.
Actual bullshit. Oh, fuck! Haha! What's her name? Excuse me.
Revelio.
Done.
Revelio.
is.
What are you doing?
She's right.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him of each other.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery. As I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, Accio, keep talking about theory. Very good. Happens to the best of us.
Accio.
That's it!
Accio.
Splendid! Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Very good.
Here we go. There we go. Nicely done. Watch this. Phew.
Accio.
Excellent control there.
Oh. Nope.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Accio.
That's it.
Let us see this. There we go. Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Not having. No. I'm not losing. I'm restarting the game. I'm not gonna lose in this bitch. I'm not losing. I'm not losing. No.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red.
I left.
Clear?
I quit the
Yes, sir.
game so I won't lose it as a bitch. I restarted this mission.
Let us see this.
Yeah, I ain't losing.
Accio.
Excellent control.
Be sharp.
I tied in the very beginning. That pissed me off.
That is how it's done. Nicely done. Here we go. Phew. Do not think I will start going easy on you.
Accio.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Remarkable.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
Accio.
Everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Petty.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
You are not making this easy for me, eh? Let us see this.
I'm just gonna get
Phew. Ouch! Well played. Here we go. Yes!
not far.
Accio.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Yes.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus
Fuck
now.
yeah.
You will need it. This
Right.
round settles it all.
Watch this. There we go.
Accio.
you'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
There goes my seat.
Accio!
Excellent.
Let us see this. Phew. You are not making this easy. Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio!
A perfect score. Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past
Didn't like her.
interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
Accio!
Very good.
Watch this. Phew. I know
Accio.
it means much, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well. Nicely done. Be sharp. There we go.
Two perfect rounds. You're a natural. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become
shit on.
proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Joke.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it. Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Revelio. You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Shut up.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Okay. Here's it.